My mom has scoliosis. When she was around 16 or so, she had spinal fusion done. I sort of saw that as like just a part of life. That my mom had scoliosis and spinal fusion. She was significantly shorter than she should have been, and I was like, hey, like it happens, like whatever, because I wasn't really there to experience it. But then with my brother, when he was 8, he got diagnosed with scoliosis, and they put him in a back brace, and they were like, hey, this back brace is fine, like as long as you wear it, you're gonna be fine in the end, don't worry about it. And so he did. But when he's 16 or 17, he finds out that the scoliosis has actually gotten worse. So the brace was just not effective at all. And there were a lot of things that really changed for him. You have this kid in the prime of his life, essentially, and he's been sort of taken out of the game. And that was like a huge pivotal point in my mindset, was seeing like, this surgery is so bad that not only is there a risk of a lot of complications down the line, but there's so much pain being caused, and there's so much change in the quality of your life, and nobody's doing anything about it. My name is Alexander Singh. I'm a 4th year biomedical engineering major, and I'm CEO of Minimally Invasive Spinal Technology.
Hi, my name is Robert Sagi. I'm a 4th year biomedical engineer, and I'm the COO of MIST.
So my name is George Vitolkis. I'm the CTO of Minimally Invasive Spinal Technology, and I'm a 3rd year biomedical engineering student at UVA.
MIST, we're developing two things. We're developing hardware to treat adolescent idiopathic scoliosis, which is an early curvature of the spine inside kids. We're developing an implant which applies asymmetric forces in the spine to counteract scoliosis, leading a more minimally invasive approach that leads to less pain, faster recovery, and less fusion.
Spinal fusion surgery right now, what they do is they wait until your spine is fully grown, your bones are done developing, and they cut you open and they put in essentially like a brace for your spine to hold it in place while they wait for your entire spine to fuse into one solid bone.
It really immobilizes the spine for correction. So our device really improves a lot upon that because it offers a less invasive surgery, shorter recovery times for the patient, and it's more cost effective.
Our device goes into patients that we predict will have bad curvature down the road. And what we do is we go into the apex of curvature and we apply expansive forces to the concave side. So essentially pushing apart the side that's wedged down, and then tensile forces to the convex side. So pulling together the sides of that vertebral element that are pushed apart.
So what we're hoping to do is implant this device into an adolescent who will develop or is already developing scoliosis. Implant it early and watch the correction happen over the growth of the individual.
Our software is a predictive model that actually predicts scoliosis over time, so surgeons can accurately see which patients need surgery and not.
So the Thera implant works based on the Hütter-Volkmann principle, which discusses basically how compression and tension will affect the spine over the growth of an individual.
Think about it like a sort of spring. So if you have something that's really wedged together and you put a spring in it, it'll push it apart. And if you have something that's sort of spaced apart and you stretch out a spring and attach to both ends, it'll pull it down together.
Our initial model has shown up to 60% correction. That was purely based on the angle of the inclination of the device. And now we're moving into our forces exerted by the device. So we're looking to have some sort of elastomeric material in the device that will apply force.
So we can measure the exact amount of force that we need to apply to correct their curvature, and we can create them a specific implant. I think a way that we can really make the industry shift towards more innovation is thinking more about patient-centered design. The way we think about it at MIST is that every day 104 children undergo spinal fusion in the United States for scoliosis.
Surgeons, all in all, are pretty excited about the device.
We were able to demonstrate that we get up to 61% correction, which is very similar to vertebral body tethering, which is one of our competitors, and is within the range of spinal fusion surgery.
It's a tougher surgery, but in the end, it's less invasive. It can be taught, and they already do disc replacements and surgeries in the area, so there's a lower learning curve for surgeons to actually use their device too in the future when it's ready to implant it, because they already go in that area. But we always have people who would tell you otherwise.
I actually had a really upsetting experience where I walked into a doctor's office. I spent 30 minutes pitching the idea and going through everything. This doctor, after I give my pitch, he sort of laughs, giggles a little bit at me, and then he gives some feedback, and it's all pretty negative feedback. And as I walk out the door, he pats me on the back and he says, "Nice try."
Then something we realize is we really put a lot of work into this. It's a non-trivial task to do what we've done. Write a patent, get all these grants. Something we are doing must be right. When we made our website initially, we added an email there, and just the organic growth, people would find it and they'd message the email saying, "Hey, I have scoliosis. We're really looking forward to this. I don't want my son to have a fused back for the rest of his life." And realize our device is more than just a monetary source of income. It's more. It's really helping people who need the help in a place that's lacking.
So right now we're patent pending. We're going to be filing for our full patent in August on the device, and we'll also be filing for a provisional patent on the software. We've had a distribution company write us a letter of interest for actually distributing the device once we develop it. So that's one of our biggest sort of accomplishments so far, is getting them on board. I think a huge thing in this industry is making sure that we're keeping a positive mentality, because there are a lot of people out there that respect us as a company and respect us as successful individuals.
Seeing the potential impact down the road is what motivates me.
I want to be able to maximize my impact.
It's all about doing the most good. Obviously we're running a company, we want to see return and make money, but the end goal and the reason why we did this is to help a population that's being underserved, especially kids who are getting this surgery and they have to live their whole life with a vertical back and constant pain. That's something we just we want to avoid, and the end goal is just to help people, and then we think that other returns will follow, but that's our primary objective, is just to help